Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. Let me do this. Let's go from that to this. All right. How'd you like that new intro? I just made that this morning. So, anyway. So while we're waiting for people to join in, I again will be using Restream instead of StreamYard, so I'm still getting used to it. Probably won't have any giveaways for a couple more weeks because of it. And also with Minefield coming up on the 22nd and the 23rd of August. Let me expand that. Yeah. I'll probably try and do the Saturday morning coffee on the 23rd. That's Saturday. So, and that's Minefield is the 23rd and the 24th. So, that being said, happy little drawings. Good morning. Lone Star Tech and Gear. Good morning. I do believe that is Kai. Of course, I could be wrong. Yep, I believe that is Kai. Kai, good morning. Oh. So, while we're waiting for people to join in, and I'm not sure that there are, I did send out a lot of invitations, but I know most of our Canadian friends have gone to bed already. Dano, good morning. Joe Fotoleo, good morning, my friend. Working and listening, roger that. Well, you have a good day and have a safe work time. So, but anyway, let's do this. Kai, I know you might get on these live streams. How about if I do this? And you're welcome to join if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. Hot Rod, good morning. Check your messenger, Rod. I'm going to take that link down here in about another 30 seconds. So if you want to come on, grab it while you can. I got my headphones on this morning, so something different. Alex, good morning. Absolutely, brother. Free most Mondays and Thursdays. Okay. Well, this Monday might be possible. So I'll get in touch with you. Let me bring a Hot Rod in here. Good morning.
Morning, Quadney.
Looks like you're growing antlers, buddy.
Yeah, that's my Yagis or whatever on my Goggles 3. So
are they a type of antenna? Is that what they are?
It slides over the antenna. It actually gives you better reception on your DJI. So
okay.
I've had them for a long time.
Oh, I'd never seen them before.
Yeah, I just hadn't put them these recently. So
Johnny Drone Flyer is listening. He's painting his garage. Have fun with that, Johnny. And good morning to you, sir. So you getting ready to rip a pack, huh?
Oh, I've already flown 4, Rodney.
I figured as much.
4 batteries, 1, 2, 3 different drones. It would have been the 4th, but for some reason my 4-inch GEP domain plugged the battery in, sat it down, get the initial tone, and then it just kind of sat there. And probably like 10 seconds later, you got the rest of the tones, and it auto-fired the motors. I was just like, holy
Wow.
cow, I'm glad my hands weren't anywhere near that thing when it decided to do that. Something, I'm not sure what's up. Flight controller, receivers, something's not quite right.
Yeah.
Loose wire.
You
My
said
guess is loose wire on the receiver. I didn't have any problem with it yesterday, so who knows?
yeah.
I crashed my 8S, my yellow 8S, about 50 feet up into the pine tree yesterday.
Oh boy, were you able to get it down?
Yeah, it came down on its own. I was kind of hoping I could fly through it. You know, that's one of the problems of speed. Things come up on you faster than you can.
Oh yeah,
It
no doubt
literally,
about that.
yeah, it ripped the battery off. So there, I couldn't even disarm it. The battery came off as it went through the limb. Yeah, 2 props and 1 capacitor. That was it. No
Yeah.
big deal.
Well, hey, let me say hi to some people here. Tony, Tropic USA, good morning. Yeah, you and Ron have fun, brother. Peter Carroll, good day. I figured you'd be already be in bed. And FTFO Media, Nick, good morning. Nick, if you want to come on, there's a link in the chats. Grab it, because I'm going to take it off here in about 5 minutes. Give you a chance to grab hold of it. So, but anyway, well, how's the weather down there? Hot?
Oh my God. So yesterday afternoon, I didn't have a lot of work meetings, things like that. My calendar was clear, so I was like, okay, I'll run up here to St. Augustine because, well, it is super hot. And yeah, I was right. Nobody was here. It was just way too hot. There's a frisbee golf course here at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
There's a couple of people this morning, but I'm surprised. There's literally only 2. But oh my goodness, the gnats are killing me.
Morning, Kai.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
That's going. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this whole technology thing.
Oh. So you were saying, Rod, that the gnats are crazy?
Oh yeah. The gnats are crazy in this spot under the trees.
They gotta have shade as well, you know.
Yeah, I've got a, believe it or not, I've got a portable
They
fan.
won't be attracted.
What was that, Kai?
Quit farting around. They won't be attracted.
Yeah, maybe I just need to hover my drone around me to chase them off or kill them all. I don't know which.
Yeah, that would do it. I remember a couple of times early on when I was doing the sunrises in the early years, I'd go up and I'd fly into a swarm of bugs and I'd bring my P4P back and it'd have a little bug juice on it, you know, like a window shield, like a windshield on a car, you know. Kira Show, good morning. So Kai, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. You know, did a little renaming of the channel.
I see that.
I think the UAV part is about dead, so open myself up for more tech.
Okay. What kind of tech?
Well, for one, the 3D printer right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You did get a 3D printer.
Well, I've had one for years, but
Did you?
I used to have one of the Delta printers, the Sun QQX, whatever that thing was, QQS.
Oh, back in the early days.
Yeah. And then I got the artillery bed slinger.
Okay.
And then I actually bought a Creality K1 Max. That turned out to be a total dud. So it went back to Creality. And then I come across this Aligo Centauri Carbon on a deal and ordered it for $300 from Aligo. Took
From
a
Aligo?
little over 2 months to get here, but brother, this thing prints beautiful.
Oh, cool. I've heard a lot of good things about those Aligos. Joe Fodoleo, good morning. East Coast Thrills, good morning. Akira Show, good morning. Johnny Drone
I want
Fire,
that
don't remember.
H2D.
I haven't heard too much about it yet.
The dual nozzle, and for me, it would be my anchor mate is okay, but bamboo is obviously better. But with the dual head, then you can put the water soluble support mounted on the one head, and I kind of really want that because that's the one real pain in the neck about 3D printing is supports and getting them to come off clean and all that kind of junk.
That's how 3D printing started out, with two heads and the water soluble filament. When I went to school for my drafting degrees, one of our classes we were able to 3D print something, and that's exactly that machine would put out filament and then the water soluble, and that's how it would print, and then you wash it out.
Huh.
That was way back, like 2010.
You could just get so much nicer prints with that water soluble if you have to use supports.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Yeah. So, but I didn't even know there was water soluble.
This thing here was the tree support. It gets it right.
Good deal. Yeah, I've had pretty good luck with my bamboo P1S. And I got the K1. It's that guy right there, and the other one is the P1S. And then Creality came out with the color filament system, which works kind of nice. So,
that's the one thing I'm waiting on this one. Last quarter this year, Aligo is set to release a multicolor system.
Oh, cool.
It's already got the wiper and all that, the poop chute. It's already in this thing. It's got the port on the back.
Awesome. Well, that's obviously they were planning to do that. Yeah. So, AZ Drone Dude, good morning, David.
Johnny rambling here. Did I see Johnny mentioning what Johnny want?
Oh, he said, "How can
Johnny go dig a hole?"
Oh, Rod, I don't know why you dropped off, but if you were saying goodbye, goodbye. I do want to show. He sent me some pictures. I do want to show this because they are quite awesome. Kind of catches that people like to get. So let me figure out how to share here.
Oh,
this is all new to me. So
the technology challenge.
Yeah. How do you?
The techno challenge.
QR codes, music, notes, chat. That's settings. Ah, there it is. Share screen. So he caught some, I think that's as big as I could make it. But he got some lightning shots. I'm assuming these are off the coast since he's in Florida, but kind of cool shots. And that one, I think that one is a double strike, but it's so small we can't see it. But anyway.
Next time, stand under it was an umbrella or something. Get a picture of that. I understand it's quite the energizing experience.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So, are you giving up UAVs altogether?
No.
No.
I'm still playing.
Yeah, I see the planes in the back. So I'm thinking about. In fact, I've got one of those trainer F4U Corsairs that I'm going to try and start flying, and I want to 3D print a plane as well.
I'm looking at the same thing. There's a couple. There's a model of a Horton wing.
Yep.
That has dual EDFs in it.
Yep, I've looked at that one.
It's about $30-something or $33 or so to download the files.
Yeah, and that's
there's a number of models available on Thingiverse actually.
Yeah, you're looking at the Eclipsing planes, right?
Yep, Eclipsing is for the Horton. There's actually a guy on Colt too that has a Horton model, and that one has retractable wheels.
Oh, is that right? Hey,
yeah.
Dennis.
Hey there.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, trying to figure out why my earbuds aren't working. Hang on a second here. I don't know. Maybe Restream doesn't support that. I'm not sure.
So, in case you're wondering, folks, that's what Kai and I are talking about.
Yep.
There we go.
And that one cool actually has the invisible rudder.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But apparently it needs it to fly.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. But, I mean, they have a...
I mean, it's simple enough to go to, Depot and buy a piece of, thin plexiglass and scribe it out and cut it.
Hey, guys, I'm going to leave and come back with a different browser. Hopefully, I can use these earbuds. Be
Okay.
right back. Thanks.
All right. So let me see here. I know they've got several military. Oh, there it is. Scale. They've got a B-25, or no, I'm sorry, a B-17.
Yeah.
And a P-51D, and then the Horton and the Spitfire, and a Focke-Wulf FW-190, and one other like military type plane. All pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I know they got plenty of models. That's not the. But if you look at all the stuff you need to actually get those things in the air, geez, you might as well.
I know,
just
right?
For me.
Oh yeah, because you got to have all the electronics and stuff.
Well, electronics, I mean, the Horton, 2 EDF motors, I mean, that's $100 bill right there.
Right. Yeah.
Because you
Bob
need,
Casey,
you know,
good
one
morning.
clockwise, one counterclockwise.
Right. And then there's Flight Tory. They have several, but they have those weird looking ones. Let me bring one up here, see if I can get an expanded picture. One of these that I'm looking at from the Flight Tory, they won't let me expand it. So, morning, Ron.
Morning. How you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Good.
Somebody needs to turn their speaker off.
Probably on.
Oh, shoot. That might. No, that shouldn't be me.
Hello? Hope it's not me.
Well, my speaker's off.
Yeah, I've got headphones on, so it shouldn't be me. So, Ron, do you have a YouTube?
No, I just have. I'm not sure. I don't have YouTube up.
Huh?
You want me to try to sign out and come back in, or?
Yeah. You might try that. But every time I speak, I can hear you or hear myself.
How do I get out? Let me see.
Somebody doesn't have echo canceling on. Is it gone now? Can you speak without hearing yourself?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I think it was Ron.
Yep, echo's gone. I'm just sharing I just recently bought that little guy.
Oh, cool.
And if you look at that canopy where that guy is, there's a bottom in there. That whole bottom comes out, and you can stick a camera up in there.
Oh, now that would be cool to have a first person FPV camera in there.
You can stick in it, and you can totally stick FPV camera in there. And there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
I've got it over in the other room, otherwise I'd show it off. But
I assume you have it assembled already then?
oh, it came assembled. I mean,
did
I
it?
bought it secondhand.
Yeah.
Of the
Okay.
guy here. And when I saw the huge canopy on this thing, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get that to stick a freaking FPV camera in it.
Oh man, that would be cool.
Rodney, is that better?
I think so. Yeah, I think it is, Ron.
I think what was happening is the microphone from my camera and then my regular microphone was both trying to, I think.
That's probably what was causing it.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Ron.
Mr. Dennis, how are you, sir?
Good, thanks. Hey, Kai.
Hey, Dennis.
Haven't
Can you
talked
hear
to you
us
in a
now?
while. Either one of you.
That surges today.
You already
guess I'm
done
just-
with your morning concert?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jump.
about 20 minutes ago or so.
Or hold on.
So you're meeting up with Tony, I hear, tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tonight. My friend from California wants to meet for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna get a hold of Tony and see if he wants to join us as well. But then there'll be what 4 or 5 of us at least. We'll be heading out tomorrow morning. We're gonna have breakfast, and then I'm gonna take him up to the Bighorn Mountains.
Okay.
Tony's he's gonna freak out when he sees where I take him.
So I bet we'll see some good video coming from there. Lon Denard, good morning.
Hey, Lon.
Here's the other one I was talking about.
Okay, I don't see it.
Sharing it.
Hang on.
Technical difficulty.
Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, yeah. That looks nice.
And that one actually has retractable gears on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
For a second.
I like that. Hey, Nick.
What's the size
I like
of
that
Kai?
counter sting.
I do too.
Well, what's that say on the front of that?
That's his bar stool there, the climb stool.
Oh, okay, okay.
So what's the size of that, Kai? I must be muted. Can you guys hear me?
I think he
Yeah,
66 inches.
Okay.
He said 66 inches.
Whoa.
So just over 5 foot.
Yeah. 5.5 feet.
.110 scale.
Wow.
Wow.
That's huge. You know, I've started watching a lot of RC planes. You guys know who Tyler Perry is, right?
Yep.
He's into RC big time. I mean, really big time. His planes are big.
Well,
huge.
if you have your own little runway behind your house, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Plus, I think somebody was my coworker looked him up, and he lives like on 2,100 acres of land.
Well, I've
In
been to
Georgia.
a place like that.
It's pretty cool.
You may have heard of them.
Who's that?
The place I've been to.
Yeah.
Last name, they're right outside of Johnson City.
Okay.
His initials were LBJ.
I know one of the Dallas Cowboys at the place I used to work when I lived in Texas, in Prosper. There's a former Cowboys player that lives there. He's got a pretty big spread too. I can't remember his name.
I was working on satellite dishes way back when, and I got a call to go out to the Johnson Ranch, and I'm thinking their credit card and their visitor center was getting a new credit card machine. And there's like, no, it's going into the ranch house.
Wow.
It was one of those two-way dishes for two-way internet. The early versions of it.
HughesNet or something like that.
And I got to meet the entire Johnson clan because they were all there that weekend.
Were they?
Including Lady Bird was still alive at that time.
Wow.
Wow, that was some time ago then.
Oh yeah. But they had a nice little runway behind the house.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
The deal was, oh dude, I had to run some wire through the attic above his poker room, family room, whatever you want to call it. There were strands of wire going through that attic, like telephone wire, but they were, as big around as my arm.
Wow.
Because when he was in office, they put all that stuff in his house.
Makes sense.
All the old analog
Weird lines and everything.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Lon Denard in the chats. We got D-Man 52 Drones, Peter Carroll, Joe Photo Leo has joined us, Bob Casey.
Hello, everybody.
AZ Drone Dude, David, and East Coast Thrills. If I've missed you, please forgive me. I'll get to you eventually.
You're echoing again.
Oh yeah.
Just a touch, but
Yeah, I hear just a little bit.
I don't hear it at all.
Make sure I got everything muted on my end.
Yeah, but Dennis, you're hard to hear him.
That's true. It is true.
All we have to do is ask your wife. She'll confirm that in a heartbeat. He don't
That
listen
guy,
worth
how
a
the
shit.
sound works.
So let's. Oh yeah, I like that much better. Easier to see.
I don't know. I don't think I like being squeezed between you two.
You'll get over it. It only hurts for a little bit.
Can you at least use lube?
The middle seat.
Rodney, what I'm looking at on this screen has a bar on the left-hand side. About 1/4 of the screen is taken up. Kind of covers most of your face. And it's at the
That's
bottom.
not a bad thing.
At the top of it, it says you're in the show. Right? It's not a bad thing. Do you know if there's a way to remove that?
I
No.
think you're only seeing that in the Restream window because you don't
Correct.
see it in the stream.
No, I understand that, but
it has something to do with your screen is too small.
You said on the left side. On the left side, right, Dennis?
Yes.
All I see is add scene. So
yeah, because you're not joined as a guest. I just send you a picture of this. You can have a gander at it later.
Okay.
But anyway.
That has to do with your screen.
Your
screen is too small.
Well, it's as big as iPad Pros get. So I don't know.
Well, that's what you get for using the iPad.
All righty then.
Join the rest of the world. Now you're going away? Now he's pouting.
No,
damn Apple users. Say
one
word, and they
let's be nice.
Shut themselves down.
Why start now, Rodney?
True, I guess he wouldn't be Kai if he was nice.
No, I wasn't referring to Kai. I'm just never mind.
Yeah. What fixed wings you got on the back of the wall?
That's an way old 900 wing up there, the black one. That's the one that ran into the water tower.
Oh.
If you see my channel way back when, there's a very nice video of me cruising that straight into the side of the water tower. And then the white one, that's a ZOHD drift that I'm working on to get FPV into.
So, Rodney, this video here is about the first minute and a half is where I'm going to take Tony tomorrow.
Okay. Can I play the sound?
I'm trying to remember what sound is on here. No, you better mute the sound.
Okay.
Just to be safe. This is from a couple years ago, but
That is beautiful country, man.
It is for sure.
That's the one canyon I'll be taking them in. Those are 1,000-foot walls.
Wow.
Go into them.
Where are the training wheels?
Mhm.
He hides them.
He painted those out with Luminar.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's
That's
beautiful
nice.
stuff.
Yeah, he'll have fun with the drone tomorrow. Hopefully we see some moose.
I take it those are females.
Go right up and
That's
pet
Mama
'em.
and the little one, yeah.
Make sure you go right up and pet them. The
Yeah.
buffalo too. They really like that.
Yeah, right.
Scratch their noses.
Mhm.
Yeah. And their
I
ears.
I don't know the young lady, but I'm sure I've seen the video of that young lady doing that. It didn't turn out too well.
Yeah.
She didn't do it right.
She should have tried again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Who's that behind you, Ron?
that was remember Nancy?
Ah,
Mm.
Michael, Fly Zone FPV, good morning.
Yeah, but well, hopefully
Did Nick
Well,
drop out?
I don't know if you can still hear me.
so.
I just not view room for all the cameras.
that's the one view he'll enjoy right there.
Oh, I okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
It is.
Yeah, hopefully. I think at the end of this video, I hope this don't happen, but we were on our way home and we hit a nasty lightning and rain and hailstorm.
Ooh,
You can see the
Like, oh
Yeah.
man.
nice.
yeah.
Nice capture.
I had Nancy
No.
behind me. I said, just turn the camera on. I'm going to pay attention to driving.
Not nice to see it in front of you, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm taking them tomorrow.
nice.
That's cool.
Cool.
So did he
I think he'll enjoy that.
ride his bike up or fly or drive?
No, they flew, and then there's a company called Easy Riders. It's called. They rent motorcycles all over the nation. Actually, I used them when I went to Hawaii.
Gotcha.
I rented a bike in Maui. Yeah.
Well, when you're an average sized guy, you can do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
I have to break out the wrenches and install new floorboards and pegs and everything to make shit work for me.
Oh, really?
Kai, I imagine you've told me before. What are you, about 7 foot?
7 foot even, yeah.
7 foot even. Yeah. I remember
40
meeting that
inch,
first
40
time.
inch inseam.
Wow. Yeah.
So on
I
my
remember meeting you that
Harley,
first time.
my floorboards were actually mounted 4 inches forward and 1 inch out. The edge of the floorboards actually almost rested on the crash guard in the front.
Wow.
There was a
Wow.
guy in Deadwood once. I was there in the summer, and they had this mock, old Western gunfight. There was a guy. He was 7'8", and I went up to him. I said, "Anybody ever call you Shorty?" He goes, "No one that lived."
Well, I went to what I don't remember if it's the first one or the second one, spin up, and I walked up to Kai and I'm standing there and I'm looking up, and I haven't looked up at too many people at all, except for him. I was looking up, and then I said something really stupid like Lloyd Mendenhall said you were a wussy.
Matter of fact, I should text Tony and tell him
That
to get
was
on your live stream.
just before you start leaning over like a little chihuahua trying to rest his head on my belly. It's kind of awkward, really.
That was kind of awkward. And you pushing my head towards your belly didn't help much either.
I was pushing it away.
So you say.
Then I had to grab a handful of hair, but we're not going to go any further down this.
Yeah, let's not. So, but yeah, it was good meeting you. And I certainly wouldn't want to be the one to upset you, that's for sure. That's why I said Lloyd said that.
Yeah, you all brave like that.
Yeah, yep. So, anyway, so Nick, what are you up to, man?
I got a busy day. Got going to the rifle range or pistol range to go shoot later. So do that. We got a buddy who got out of the military, so we're just doing like a going away kind of get together for him.
Cool.
So a few projects I got to get to. I got to finish working on the Matrice 200, put the motor back in. I got a where's it at here? Little project here for air solenoid and a little device that I just 3D printed because I had to design it, and I'm not very good at SolidWorks. But the plan is to make a little cap like this that has 3 more ends on it and a center one to fill with cornstarch, colored cornstarch, and have an air valve to basically blast it out like a simulated like blast.
Oh,
Interesting.
That ultimately, for training purposes, will go on an FPV drone and then fly into a building and then basically like set it off to just blow cornstarch everywhere.
When you say fly into a building, you mean through a hole, right? Not
Yep,
fly in.
through a window or through a hole.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then basically anybody inside would just get covered with like blue or red cornstarch, basically. So
huh.
Interesting.
And you say you're going to use that for training?
yep. Yeah, so idea is just basically be able to like trigger it remotely. So as you go in the building, so concept. And this is as far I got because I'm not very good at SolidWorks. Is that the right one? There we go. So idea would be 4 more of the cap basically to fire out the cornstarch.
So 4 more in a circular pattern around that cone.
Pattern it around the center axis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then so the thing I think I'm going to run into is air pressure because I'm going to use like 12 or 16 ounce CO2 cartridges, which have a lot of PSI, but probably not a lot of volume. I haven't really seen too much on that. I'm sure some people who have a better understanding of pneumatics can probably be like, oh, that's not going to work or that will work. We'll see. I hooked up to the air tank initially through the little solenoid just to see how much pressure I got, and it's a decent amount.
Cool.
And so I gotta work on that. I gotta work on my 3D printing skills because design skills somewhat limited.
Yeah, I use. I've started using Fusion 360. So
Okay.
it's a lot like what you're using there. So
Nah, it's not.
you don't think so?
No.
So general idea.
SolidWorks is much better.
Yeah. So general concept. That's actually off a Humvee that fires smoke out to like screen it. But the same concept of just having tubes facing out in kind of a 360 pattern to basically spray the powder out. So we'll see. It's a fun little project.
Yeah, just pattern that feature around the center axis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been SolidWorks certified since what, 2010?
Okay. I have a good resource. My dad's been using. He's been CAD designing for probably 30 years now.
No,
So whenever I have a question,
Wow.
I usually just reach out to him and he
that's
helps me out.
what I do, CAD design.
Yeah.
I actually have my own version of SolidWorks. So
the main issue I think is going to be weight, because like the solenoid is fairly heavy. So between the solenoid, the air canister, something that holds the air canister to puncture it, and then obviously all the powder and like 3D prints, we'll see how much it weighs. But the goal would be have like a 5-inch probably with like prop guards on it, something where you, if you do bump into someone in uniform and like kit, it's not going to hurt them, but still be able to fly in close enough to fire off the powder.
you want to do that? I'd go to 7-inch.
Yeah. So
Deep
yeah,
Space is
that's what I'm
supposed to come out with a new 7-inch frame.
Well, it certainly sounds like an interesting project. I guess you're going to use it for your troops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ultimately, like, I'll probably work with. There's a company that I'm doing an internship with, so I'm kind of also like making it for that to kind of utilize for training purposes. So
Cool. So, Dennis, what are you going to be doing today? You got any plans?
No, today it's very likely
Gonna
going
take
to
a
rain
nap.
most of the. Yeah, take a nap. It's going to rain most of the day, but I'll probably hide down in the dungeon and do Fusion 360 stuff. I've been working
nice.
with some threads and so on. So
in other words, he's going to sit in front of the computer,
fall asleep. That's right. And do Fusion 360 in my mind. That's right.
Dream about doing it.
In your dreams, that's right.
Get this fusion thing to working, but maybe next time I'll open my eyes.
Works great when they're closed, though.
Let's see. So we've got Philip Koshat is in the house. We got Half Drone Will Fly is in the house.
Joe Fotoleo.
Joe Fotoleo, Flying Flynn Media. Alex Escardo. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Morning, everybody.
So, Kai, you got any plans today?
I've got some honeydews around here. I need to fix a bathtub drain and replace the toilet. So yeah, I'll be playing the plumber.
Playing the plumber. That's always fun.
Oh, that's anything except plumbing. It's just not for me.
That's the way I feel. So.
I just replaced the internals of our tank on our toilet, because every time you flush, it had an old kind of setup where it would just, like, once it got to the top of the toilet, it would just sit there and shudder as it was filling up, just shaking the pipes in the walls. So I finally replaced it because I was worried it was going to break the pipes off in the walls.
That is a tiny kitty cat.
Yeah, we found them on the road.
That tells me you need to install an expansion tank in your plumbing system somewhere.
The new, I'm trying to think of the new brand.
Hammer arrestor.
So I just replaced the innards and it fixed the issue. So I think it was like an old system that had a big round like floating ball on it.
But so what it is, when that valve floaters, it opens and closes the water, and that's when it resonates through your plumbing like that. That means you need to install a hammer arrestor or expansion tank at your hot water heater.
Interesting. Hey,
because every time that it hammers like that, it does a number on all your fittings throughout your house.
Oh, I imagine it sounded terrible.
So if you want to install, they call them hammer arrestor or an expansion tank, one or two.
Interesting.
Johnny Drone Flyer said, "Crappy job."
Yep.
This is our new addition. He was trying to get run over on the road, so we rescued him.
So.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good cat. He actually matches our other cat like perfectly. So.
Cool. A matching cat.
Is he 3-colored?
So,
say again? No, just white and black.
Okay, I was gonna say I have never seen a male calico, although I know they exist.
Yeah. Nope. Just black and white. Yeah. We were looking to originally kind of get rid of him, but after we invested a lot of money in him, he just stayed.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back and do any more bear hunting?
I'm actually going. Well, I don't know. I'm supposed to be going up back to Canada in 3 weeks, but I don't know if that's going to happen now.
What
My
happened?
my boss, aka the owner, just evacuated yesterday.
What's that mean? He just
Fire.
disappeared?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When he left, the fire was 800 yards from his lodge.
Wow.
I don't want to. I said I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but up there in Canada, they apparently don't have the federal or the state or government funding or whatever it is up there, but to fight these fires. When I drove up there, a month ago, God, I couldn't believe how much of that country is on fire and burn up. And yeah, he boarded up. He has a sprinkler system around the lodge, and hopefully that's enough. So I don't know
Wow.
if there'll be a lodge there anymore. We'll
Is
find
it a
out in the next day or
rural
two.
area?
Yeah, rural. Northern
I imagine.
Saskatchewan.
I have to imagine the cost to again, just let the fire burn out, but there's going to be those individuals that have homes in those areas, and it's just not, like I said, reasonable to try and stop something that large in that area.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty remote. He's on the edge of a lake, way out. He's 20 miles off the mainland, and the place is worth probably close to $2 million. The lodge itself, but I
It
don't
won't
know.
be by the time fire's done with it.
No, I feel bad for him. I talked to him the other night. He was stressing to the max, which is
I bet.
completely
Yeah.
Understandable.
I
Yeah.
bet.
So, but hopefully, the thing I don't want to do is, I hate to tell my friend at work, it's like, we're not going fishing anymore. He is so pumped up to go on this trip. That's all he talks about every day. And
This is one of the guys you work with?
yeah, he's pretty excited. So, unfortunately, if it happens, I'll be the one to have to tell him. But
Yeah.
Well, I don't envy you that, but I'm sure he'll understand.
Yeah, he will. Brian's a good guy. He said, Ron, if I catch one fish like some of the pictures you've shown, I'll be happy all week. Just one. I'm like, dude, you'll catch them like that every day. So he's excited. I think they're going to be okay. I'm not sure. He said they backburned the one side where it was primarily coming up to. So hopefully that's enough.
Kenny!
Morning.
Hey, John, Flying
You guys-
Flynn Media, you have a good day, brother.
See you, John. See you, Alex.
Talking about emergency services, have you guys talked about the update to the Kerr County drone strike?
Uh-uh.
That's flown by a DPS trooper. Yep.
So basically, obviously, everyone knows, hey, an emergency aircraft had to get grounded because they hit an unauthorized drone strike, and that was the big report. But then 3 days ago, they updated and said it was an authorized drone being used for search and rescue. And obviously, the media doesn't cover the update
That's
very much,
stalled.
but
No,
Yeah,
of
that's
course not.
stalled.
A
That's
drone
not their
that's
advantage.
stalled. So stalled, I just mean they had it probably hovering, sitting there looking at something, and then a plane, or it was a helicopter, right?
He might have lost signal and had it set to hover instead of land.
Yeah, and I saw some report where it said he was up too high as well.
I mean, if it's used for search and rescue with the TFR, maybe it had a different altitude limit, but just wasn't communication between the different agencies.
So, Ken, are you at home now?
Yeah, I haven't even unpacked yet. And going right back to it, my counterpart, I was on a working vacation. He's actually going on a real vacation starting tomorrow. So my workload's about to double. I've already told my family to talk to me for a week.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not going to be fun. But I had a great time. Vacation was fun. Ron, those videos you were showing, I think I drove through that area on the trip. So let me ask you a question because I don't remember the cities that I went through. But when you're going through Bighorn on your way to South Dakota from the west, what's that little city that you're in right before you get up into the mountains? Like when you start getting the real big 1,000-foot bluffs and stuff.
There's two different ones, but probably the main one I go up out is Buffalo.
Okay. I remember I did drive through Buffalo because I drove into Bighorn and I went through all these ravines and stuff. And then eventually I came up to the top. And then there was, I couldn't believe there was so much farmland that high up in the air. I never really knew that would happen, but there was giant farmland everywhere. And then I started coming back down towards a city and I got to watch some guys do those hang gliding off the side of the mountain into a city. I got some video of it while I was up there, but it was beautiful up there.
If you're up closer towards the next big town, which is 30 miles from Buffalo's, continuing west, would be Sheridan, and there's a couple little small towns that you can enter up into the Bighorns from there. But yeah, it's a beautiful scenery up there. I'm hoping the weather holds up tomorrow. We've been getting some severe storms. This area has just, I know you guys get your own storms on the East Coast, but we've been getting tornado. Well, South Dakota has. They've had some like F4s, F3 tornadoes, 2 or 3 of them in the last month. Normally that's Nebraska that gets those, but hailstorms. I was texting Tony last night and said, dude, take cover if you can. They were expecting 70-mile-an-hour winds and 2-inch hail last night right over in Rapid City, right where he's at.
That 2-inch hail can do some serious damage.
Oh, yeah.
And it hurts, too.
Yeah, it does.
Knock some sense into you.
That's some real pretty country that you guys have out there. Real jealous. Just driving through it, I was just in awe because I don't get to see that kind of stuff every day. And I'm sitting there trying to drive down the windy roads, and I'm sitting there doing this the whole time.
Yep.
Looking around. I'm like, oh, whoops.
You ever driven through Utah?
Yeah, I did.
Utah is beautiful too in a different way, but absolutely gorgeous. All rock.
Yeah, I drove from the south of it up the west side of it, and then cut across over to Salt Lake City, and then went up to Grand Tetons.
Yeah.
Went to Monument Valley, Mexican Hat, all of that stuff.
Nice.
It was a good time.
Yeah, we drove there from Yosemite.
You ever heard of Oatman, Arizona? Has anybody heard of Oatman, Arizona? No.
Arizona.
So you need to look it up and drive down there one day because it's the old Route 66. So
Okay.
When you get to not Flagstaff, if you go south from Flagstaff, you go to Sedona. But if you go more west down Flagstaff, before you cut up to go to Vegas, you go south down the old Route 66. And when I say it's an old Route 66, it's not. They built 40 and went south of it. So now it's just a little bitty road, no guardrails, no nothing for 22 miles driving through the mountains. And you get to a little city called Oatman, Arizona, and it's not incorporated anymore. It's kind of a real poor city, but there was wild donkeys or burros running around the streets everywhere and stuff.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It was a cool trip. If you ever could go to Oatman, Arizona, take the 22-mile hike. The problem is, the only way out is to go back the same way you came. You can't really continue.
Are you saying open like opposite of close? Is that what?
Oatman.
Oatman. Okay.
Arizona.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
But it was a cool little drive. It was probably one of my favorite things I did that was out of the norm.
Huh. Nice. Yeah, we drove through Arizona, and it was late when we started. And we were looking for a hotel. No reservation, right? You're just driving down the road and take the next hotel you see. And I drove all night, never saw a hotel.
Yeah.
Didn't see a place to stop. It was almost. I was a little concerned about finding gasoline. Matter of fact, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we found a place to stop.
Yeah, when I was coming down Interstate 40 after I retired, you'd see signs along the road, next gas station, 250 miles.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I have a new look on the west side of the United States because I never really had what is this? I never really wanted to go to the West Coast, or I don't want to go to New York either, to be honest with you. I care less about going up there too. I kind of like my middle of the United States area, but driving out west to Arizona and Utah and Wyoming and Montana and South Dakota is just gorgeous. It was insane. People were so nice out there. I have a new look on it. Really like it. I'm going to go again.
Well, the same is true north of the big city in New York too. By the way, it's just opposite kind of beauty. It's all green instead of brown, right?
Well,
or gray.
I drove to Niagara Falls, so I did go into New York.
So you've seen Syracuse and Buffalo and all of that. Right?
I saw Buffalo. I stayed in Buffalo one night.
But beautiful.
And it was pretty up there. Totally different than like New York City, but I don't have any desire to go to any of the big cities.
Yeah, Mohican country. Yeah.
Ken, when were you out here?
What's that?
When were you out here?
Probably about 2-3 weeks ago. Troy Lutz, Big Water UAV. He lives in Hot Springs, South Dakota.
Oh, jeez.
And he actually was really nice. He said he's building a house out there and he's renting another place right now while it's building. He took his RV and he put it at an RV park for me, paid for the spot for 3 nights and let me sleep in his RV for 3 nights out there. So him and I kind of hung out every day and did some trips to Custer State Park and things of that nature.
Hot Springs is not far from, I used to work in Hot Springs.
Yeah. I wish I had known we would have all hooked up.
Yeah.
Ron took me to Custer State Park from his place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw all the buffalo in Windhaven?
Wind Cave.
Wind Cave.
Yeah.
Wind Cave. Yeah, he drove me through there. I probably saw 100 buffalo that were out there in the field.
Oh God, they're all over the place there. Yeah, they're pain.
But there's an animal that likes to be petted.
Yeah.
The buffalo. Yeah.
So,
they're very friendly.
When I was at Yellowstone, there was some buffalo standing out there trying to cross the street and stuff. And everybody was staying in their cars, which is probably the right thing to do. But
definitely.
I didn't do that. I got out of my car, but I opened my door and I just stood next to my car with my door here so I could get back in quickly and did that and took a selfie and then jumped right back in the car.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I didn't walk over to it or anything.
No, you should have walked over to it. Give it some good love.
That thing was bigger than my
rub
car.
Its nose, rub its ears. Come on, let's get into the adventure.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to get off here.
Just make sure you've got it all on camera.
All right, Jack. Well, you have a good day, brother.
All right, gentlemen. Take it easy. We'll see you all later. Have a good one.
All right, Nick.
Action track yourself. See ya.
Oh, Rodney, thanks for the shirt, man.
You're welcome, brother.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm going to head out too. So I need another cup of coffee.
All right,
okay,
Kai. Well, thanks for popping in this morning.
Thanks for having me. Y'all take care and behave yourself. And
no, see, why do you got to say stuff like that? Behave yourself. Who behaves themselves?
Try it. Just try it for once.
No,
it
just
the whole
ain't
day.
Gonna happen, brother. I mean,
take sample of Dennis. He's just gonna sit in his dungeon and take a nap. He's not gonna bother anyone. Okay. You're already in your dungeon. All you gotta do is shut your pile and everything be good.
Huh. All right, maybe I'll give it a try.
Rodney, I sent you a picture to see if Dennis remembers.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
He should remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know you'll remember this picture, Dennis.
Yeah, I think I. Oh,
Yep, Big Mama.
right. Yeah, there were so many four-wheelers outside of that place.
Yeah, Big Mama's.
Big mamas.
I've met Big Mama. She's
Yeah,
a big mama. So,
and Nemo,
Oh,
we made a little video from Nemo.
we did. We
Yeah.
did.
Joe
I'm-
Fodoleo, 1 week to Tennessee move.
I hope
Let's
your
go.
preparations are going well, Joe.
Yep. Kai, you have a good day, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks for
see you,
joining
Kai.
Dennis, you're heading to Canada pretty soon yourself. I think the same week I'm going. Supposed to be.
Yes, a couple of days after you.
Going. Yeah.
Different area though. Going to
Yeah.
Alberta.
I can't. It's on my bucket list to go up there.
You've not been?
Man.
I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah.
From what
Yeah.
I've been hearing on the news, Alberta may become our 51st state.
That would not be a
I
bad
thought the push was for Greenland.
Well, I don't know, but I know Alberta is having a lot of problems.
Oh, is
in
that
Canada
right?
with the government? Yeah, and
No.
I guess about like last I read, 20% of the people want to secede from the Canadian government, either become independent or become part of the United States.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Maybe I can
So-
straighten things out while I'm up there. Show them that they don't want to be part of the United States.
Well, I don't know. They have a lot of oil up there. Maybe we do want them.
I'm not saying we don't want them. It's-
If it'll bring down gas prices, I'm for it.
Rodney, I got to send you
Yeah.
one more. You will die laughing at this one. I know Dennis will remember this one. Oh my gosh. Did not expect this out in the middle of the woods.
I remember this one.
There we are, riding along, and we find a tree. And
What is that?
there was a bunch of bras up in the
Oh my
Can you zoom in on that at all, Rodney?
No,
No.
Oh, that was
I could
hysterical.
probably download it and then zoom in on
No,
it.
it's all right.
But yeah, it looks like a couple of bras.
Yeah, it was. Several of them. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Long, tall woman.
Here. Ron, do you
Yeah.
know where this is? I knew you would.
Yep, good old Needles
Yep,
Highway.
that was fun.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Is that a muskie or a pike or?
Pie.
That's Northern
Okay.
Pike, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ron, the hunter and the fisherman.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I knew you were here, Ken. I want to come
Yeah,
join
that
you.
would have been a lot of fun because we were just driving around. Troy was driving me around in.
Did you make it over to? Did you make it to Devil's
I
Tower?
did. I went to Devil's Tower. I went to Mount Rushmore. I went to Badlands.
Devil's Tower is 15 minutes.
Is it
away.
really? Is it really? Oh,
Yeah. I could have met you there in about 15, 20 minutes.
I gotta get your phone number sometime. Let's see. Where's my Devil's Tower picture?
Yeah, I had Tony there last time he came up. He was here 4 or 5 years ago for Sturgis.
Yeah, he was there before I got there.
Yeah.
There you go, Ron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip says if Alberta becomes our next state, that's where he'd go to get his next drone.
Well, not if it's part of the United States. It won't work.
That's true.
Ron, you recognize that?
Sure do.
What's that? Is that in Sturgis?
It's just outside of
Yeah, it's
Sturgis.
full
Yeah.
throttle.
Just outside of it.
Yep.
Went to Deadwood. Drove through that. That's a cute little
Yeah.
town. I like that place.
We didn't go to Deadwood.
That's a tourist.
I don't think. I would remember it. I think.
You weren't missing much. It's a little bit of a tourist trap, I think. All the casinos.
Yeah,
It's neat,
definitely.
but it gets crazy. It's, believe it or not, for not a big town, it gets pretty nuts.
But the
Even after Raleigh, before
It
and
was
after
crowded
Raleigh.
when I was there.
Yeah.
But other than the
Well,
fact that we got
summertime,
Ron
yeah.
to cook for us, the other thing that I remember best from South Dakota is that balloon ride.
Oh yeah.
That was an
Yeah, it was.
That was
awesome.
incredible.
It was.
That was incredible.
They scare me because they can't steer them. So you really don't know where you're going to land. You just got to hope that you have a good flight pattern with the winds and you got a big field or someplace to land. I don't know about that.
Well,
So it's just the destination and not so much the height that bothers you, huh? I'm
The height
curious.
don't bother me. It's the make
It's
sure I have a
interesting,
place
yeah.
to land.
Yeah, I got you.
well,
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was down in Hot Springs.
yeah. And the neat thing about it is it seems like you guys actually made a circle because you ended up near the airport where you launched from.
Yes,
didn't you?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ken, there was one spot where the balloon was coming down, and I thought they were crashing. And
See,
then
that's what I'm
the
worried
guy
about.
came down, and he touched the water in the creek, and then went back up.
Touch the water of
Yeah, he
the
did
what
that on
what
purpose.
river is that?
Belfouche River, I believe,
Okay,
if I remember right.
Anyway, we did. We touched the water of the river.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a good
Rodney was his
pilot. Yeah, his name was Rodney. So
Yep.
no relation from what I
I was chasing
understand.
him with the truck.
Yeah, no relation.
Dennis, was that you? Because that's in Hot Springs, right outside the RV one morning.
Could easily be.
I took a picture of it.
Ron took some really,
Did you go to
really
the,
nice pictures of that.
The Mammoth
Yeah.
Museum.
That
there
was
in Hot
actually
Springs?
across the street
Is that-
from the RV park I was staying at. And
Oh, yeah,
Troy and I did go over there and hung out there for a few hours looking at everything.
Isn't that
It's,
pretty cool?
it's really neat. They were actively digging and stuff right there and dusting while we were sitting there watching it or looking at it.
Oh yeah. They say the process is like super
Yeah.
slow. And especially when they find something, then they just inch it out, inch by
Yeah,
inch.
Troy
you
was
know.
explaining to me that paleontologists go out there and they'll spend a year out there. They actually have houses and stuff built for people who travel from overseas to come over and learn and study and help out. It's a really cool place to
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, it's amazing the amount of dinosaur bones that they've found there. Yeah. Yeah, some contractor bought the land, was going to develop a housing project or a development, and then when he started to dig, he's like, "What are all these big bones?" And then he contacted I think the Historical Society or somebody like that, and then he ended up selling it to them or donating.
He sold
or
it back
something,
to
but-
them at cost, at what he paid for it. He didn't make any money on it.
Yeah,
Is what they said in the video.
yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't Needles Highway pretty cool? Those rock.
It was
formations?
the what do they call them again? Oh my gosh, it's a C word. What do you call the three big ones? The pillar things.
Oh,
Spires.
that's the,
Spires.
yeah.
That's what it
yeah.
was. Yeah. We drove up to them. We were going to try to fly drones, but it was way too windy that day to even try to go up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Did you go out to the Badlands?
I did.
at all?
I did. I didn't spend too much
Oh,
time.
you hit them all, man.
I honestly, I mean, it was neat, but I didn't spend a lot of time there. I drove in, kind of walked around for a few minutes, took a couple pictures, got back in the car and left.
Yeah, I don't like it out there. There's too many rattlesnakes.
I didn't see any of those.
Oh, yeah, there was a couple. My last time there, there's the first pull off once you get inside the park. There's a set of steps. It must be about 50, 75 steps that you can walk down onto this platform, and just the most beautiful view. And I'm about halfway down the steps, and there's this couple, and they were somewhat big, both of them. Well, they were standing there on the steps, and there's like 10 people behind me. Well, they're just standing there taking pictures and talking. Well, the guy turns around to me. They're about 8 steps in front of me. The guy turns around to me and goes, "Hey, buddy, you might not want to stand there too long." And I'm like, "Why is that?" He goes, "Look on your right side." And I looked over, and there's a big 6-foot rattler
Oh
that
man.
was coiled and getting ready to strike. And I'm like, "You guys better move." And I started down those steps like a freight train.
Yeah. When I was 12, my dad had come home on leave and took me and my cousin's fiance and my grandma Belle. We went to California and to visit some relatives out there. So, and then me and my cousin went with one of his cousins on his dad's side, and we went camping. Well, there's in San Diego area. There's 2 lakes. They're called Otay Lakes. There's lower Otay and upper Otay.
Yep.
And we were on lower Otay, and by the dam, there's this point of land. And we went up, and we were going to camp on top of that point there. And Brian's other cousin and his college friend, they went down towards the water, and then me and Brian was setting up our tent. And we started down towards the water, and Brian's cousin goes, "Hey, you guys don't move." And so we stopped, and he goes, "Look to your left." And we looked over to our left, and about 6-7 foot away from us was this rattlesnake, and he was coiled up. So I don't know how long he was, but he was big, you know. And they started coming back up, and when they finally got to the top, they said, "Man, coming back up, we've seen like 4 rattlesnakes." So we packed up, moved, and went across the dam to the actual campsite on the other side of the dam. And when we got to the other side, there was a sign that says, "Do not cross, rattlesnake infestation."
Oh my God.
Well, now we see that.
Believe me, man.
Thanks for the early warning, huh?
Yeah. Where was the sign on the hiking trail? There was no sign on the hiking trail, but there was on the other side of the dam.
They know not to get on the hiking trail. There are signs for the rattlesnakes.
So, but
Shoot. Well, guys, I better roll. I gotta go meet someone, and we're gonna scout a property this morning. One of the properties I'm gonna be hunting this fall.
okay.
So,
Great to see you, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah, good to see
Yeah,
you guys.
Ron, good seeing you. I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah. Ken, next time you come out west, buddy, you better.
I will for sure. I want to go out in a side-by-side somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we could have asked Dennis. We did
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we did.
I sold that side by side.
Did you really?
Bought a newer one. Yeah. Yeah, I got another one though. So, yeah, we'll take you right up in the woods like I did Dennis. Man, that was a fun
That
day.
was a fun
Dennis
day.
even got
I
to
like
drive.
stuff like that because you get to go places that you can't go in a car and where other people go. So you get to see stuff that's not quite as touched as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were in Nemo, up there at the flag. Remember that, Dennis? Up at
Not
Nemo,
far from Big Mama's.
on top of that canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mama's.
Philip, you have a good day, brother.
All right, guys.
Ron, take
Everybody
care.
Take care.
See you, Ron.
See you now.
Bye.
Bye. Well, guys, I guess I'll go ahead and end this one.
All right.
So
great time as always.
It was fun. It was fun. Had a lot of different conversations.
Yeah.
And and I kind of like that too. It's not just limited to one subject,
Right.
I like the way we do this, so it's a lot of fun, at least for me.
It is.
So,
Just like
but
any
anyway,
together.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, me too.
You're welcome, Ken, Dennis. Both of you are welcome anytime. And I guess we'll see you next Saturday.
Sounds great.
All right. Everybody in the
Thanks.
chat, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, the Sunday Sunrise Crew, starting with me here in Virginia, jumping down to Mr. Lovelady over here, and then over to Texas with Chris Hope. And then following Chris Hope, of course, is our brother and friend, Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee. So have a great day. If you're going to be at Minefield, I'll see you there. And have a great weekend, everybody. Love y'all. Bye now.